In 1994, Congress passed the Violence Against Women Act to address the problems of domestic violence, sexual assault, and stalking. This landmark legislation created new federal crimes and provided resources to help states, tribes, and local communities focus on victim safety and offender accountability. These resources have made a real difference. In Detroit, a victim of domestic violence can find legal help, shelter, and much more through the Women's Justice Center.
Kind of just as a dead-end street, that's kind of how I perceived my future before I found out that there was help out there that was available to me. It just seems a lot more bright now that I've got the help that I've needed. You know, like I said, they put me in a place and they started me off with all the essential things that I needed to live. You know, and they put me in training for better job skills, and I truly believe that I would probably be in the same situation had it not been for this help. It's overwhelming how much they have helped me here.
Hi, Gwen. Hi, Norm. This is from the lieutenant. I don't know what it is.
I came in 1995, and actually at that point, families who came in who needed the services and who were residents of the shelter actually had to turn around their lives and find housing and jobs and actually just everything that needed to be done within 30 days. It was unbelievable that families were expected to just start all over again within 30 days. Now we're able to follow up. We've got staff that work with families through our funds.
This is Barbara.
The people and the advocates and things, they know more resources for us to go for to help us to get started again, because that's what we have to do when we're here. We're starting a whole new life no matter what age that we're at. You know, we have to start all over again. It doesn't matter if you have one child with you or 16 children with you, you still have to start all over again.
Detroit has one of the largest poor, urban, and new immigrant populations in the country. For victims of domestic violence in these communities, the key to survival is learning that there are services available to help them and laws to protect them.
From personal experience and being born in Beirut, Lebanon, I know there is, people tend to, when they come involved with domestic violence, is not a big issue in the Middle East because they keep it in-house. They keep it within the immediate family. They don't want any outsiders to interfere, especially law enforcement. Most of the citizens there, every community, they don't really understand the laws of what domestic violence is and how to go about seek some help. We should let them know that the laws are different. You have the same rights as he has in the household, especially when it comes to physical assaults. They're not a piece of property. They're humans. And by us going out there with the Women's Justice Center or with the educational outreach program to go out and educate them, let them know what the laws are.
A woman with a poor economic situation, they're basically stuck within their little environment. And if the batterer is basically running that environment, they have nowhere to turn. They can't get out of town. They have no money to get out of town. They have nowhere to turn to. So when they turn to us, now we have places that we can take them, places that can assist them. We work with the Women's Justice Center. We all play an integral part in the safety of this victim. Before, we had nowhere that we could turn. I would have a victim say, well, what should I do? And my response is, I have no idea. But now I can tell them, I say, look, I got this place for you to go. We have these people you can talk to. I enjoy it. To me, I feel as though my job is worthwhile.
You're talking about women who have no real income, who may be in this relationship because he's the breadwinner. And if you have no money and you want to get out of it, the Women's Justice Center is right there for you. You can get your divorce. You may have child custody problems pertaining. They have attorneys available for that, for housing, and for PPOs.
I think that when people think about the Women's Justice Center, that they do think about the legal services that we offer for women who are not able to afford an attorney, a private attorney, but knowing that they would get good service, and that's what's important, that they receive the same type of representation as someone of a different economic status will say.
A lot of the times, if we're talking to a victim of domestic violence and we're assisting them with a family law matter, but we can see that they need to maybe talk to a therapist or they need assistance in finding housing to get out of the situation that they're in, with the outreach case manager or the domestic violence therapist being right there in the same office, it's just a matter of going to the next office and saying, you know, can you talk to this client for me?
I'm moving this week.
For victims of domestic violence, counseling, advocacy, legal help, safe housing, and links to job training are essential elements to a brighter future.
And then once I got into the program, they kind of just not handed everything to me, but showed me that there was some different avenues that I could take in getting business taken care of, you know, and right here. I didn't have to go out, you know, to file any paperwork for PPOs or anything else. It was right here within arm's length, and they're still continuously helping me do things.
I love it. And since you got into transitional, have you set some goals for yourself that you did not have prior to arriving?
Well, I'm not going to say that I didn't have prior to arriving, but it was just that I needed to get some other things in order before I could go forward with those goals. And school is my number one priority right now, because it's okay to have a job, but I want something to say that it's going to be a career, that no matter what state I go to or where I'm at, you know, I can get that particular job. I took a test for the Focus Hope program and did really well on the test. So I should be entering into that hopefully sometime next month. And that's a machinist training program for the Big Three, to get into the Big Three. So once I finish that training, I should be, you know, self-sufficient with a job that, you know, I don't have to go and ask anybody for give me this or give me that, because I'll have it and I'll have some type of schooling, so I'll never be jobless again. Never.